Jesus doesn't deny the question. But Jesus reframes it to these disciples of John. In a sense saying, what do you see? What do you see taking place here and now? The blind are receiving their sight. The deaf are hearing. The lepers are being cleansed. The dead are being raised. Look at all of these miracles. Look at these things that are happening here and now. Is God's promise not breaking in? Perhaps not in the militaristic or kingly way that many had envisioned the Messiah. Looking back to King David and the way that he created a mighty empire of Israel, the kingdom. Instead, little by little, person by person, action by action, Jesus is building relationship, is creating miracles. And I would tend to believe is taking people one by one to that Jordan River and saying, look over, look beyond it to the promise there. I am walking with you. That becomes a difference, I think, between what Moses and Jesus encountered. Moses is called to stay on one side of the river. Jesus journeys with the people as one or two or as a group across into a very lived promise. It's going to be different than what we have ever imagined. It may not come right now, but the vision is held out there. The idea of God at work here and now. I invite you to think of a time in your life in which you have felt the wilderness. Both the wonderings and the wanderings with God, the challenges of being in community or relationship with one another. Those times when you have felt hurt, destitute, trying to get by. And those times where your faith has been what has gotten you through. We tap into those experiences of the people of Israel. We hear the prophet echoing across time. And then saying, come, see. Even with your question to Jesus, to God, really? Is this the promise? Really? Are you the Messiah? We come and we live into it more deeply as during the season of Advent we make our way to the manger, to God being made real among us. May it be so this day and all days, in our wanderings, in our wonders.